Hello there! This is a prediction video for week 1. I'm going to try to do this every week, but unfortunately I got other shit to do, so I'll try to do it. And this video and other prediction videos for the week are going to be very unedited, so sorry in advance. But I'm just going to do some predictions for week 1. Now week 1 is the hardest because you don't know how teams are going to be. There's some teams that are exactly the same from last year, but then there's a few teams that are completely different and you just don't know how they're going to be. So we'll get into it. Starting with Ravens Chiefs. Call me a biased Ravens fan all you want, but I'm going Ravens here. Not because I don't think the Ravens are a better team or anything. I just feel like Super Bowl winners usually start off pretty slow, and I think the Ravens really want to get that running game going because they really didn't use it in the championship game, and they're going to use Derrick Henry a lot, and I think they're going to secure a W in Kansas City in week 1. Next game we're looking at is the Eagles versus the Packers, and this is the very first NFL game played in Brazil. And who will win? We got two green teams. And you know what? If this was in Philadelphia or Green Bay, I would say Green Bay is going to win this game. But I feel like an international game takes a toll on you, so I feel like the team with the better running game is going to win. And I feel like the better run game is the Eagles, so I think the Eagles will win. Excuse me for a second. Os Eagles derrotam os Packers. I'm sorry if I just butchered the Portuguese language, everybody. Now the 1 o'clock games. I'm going to get a lot less in depth with these games. So let's go. Pittsburgh versus Atlanta. I don't know who's going to win this game. It's in Atlanta. Kirk Cousins is back, but is he healthy? Is he? I don't know. But I think I like the Falcons here just because they're home and they got a lot of stuff on their offense. So Falcons winning, and we'll say they cover the spread. Next is Vikings Giants. No JJ McCarthy, but honestly, I still feel pretty confident the Vikings can win this game. Jefferson enough is just going to torch this secondary. And Minnesota's defense actually is pretty decent, so I think they can contain somewhat of the Giants' offense, that being just Malik Neighbors. So I think the Vikings will win and cover the spread. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Miami Dolphins is an interesting one, because last year this would have been a great game. This year I just don't care. We'll say Miami wins, and they cover the spread, 3.5. Patriots versus Bengals. The Bengals have a reputation of starting off slow in the start of the season, so I'm going to say the Patriots actually do cover the spread, but the Bengals inevitably do win the game. But, I mean, we'll see how Joe Burrow's arm looks. It could be torched. It could be just fine. We're going to find out this week. Arizona versus Buffalo. Another game that people are expecting to be a blowout that I actually think might be a really good game. Arizona's team is quietly not that bad. I may look stupid at the end of the year, but I don't think the team is that bad. And I actually have them going 8-9. I have them getting a decent amount of wins. And Buffalo's team, I think, got weaker. So I think Arizona's going to make this a competitive game. And last time they had that epic Hail Mary at the end of the game. Give me the Buffalo Bills in a shootout to win by 3 points against the Arizona Cardinals. Houston versus Indianapolis. A lot of people are on Houston here for good reason. Their team is absolutely great. Their team has improved so much. And I can't imagine why anyone would pick against them. But I think the Colts are very good this year. I'm very high on the Colts, and I think they're going to split with the Texans this year, and the Colts are home, and I like the Colts +3 to cover and just a straight-up win. Now, the Titans versus the Bears is an interesting one because a lot of people are high on the Bears, and again, for good reason. The Bears got a lot of improvements, but Tennessee is not just a shitty-ass team. I mean, they might not be good, but their team is not the worst team in the league, not even the top 5 worst team in the league. And this is a tricky one because this team they're starting with a new quarterback in Will Levis. Yes, he started a few games last year, but he's going to be starting the entire season. They got a new head coach. It's going to be a lot of new different things, so we don't know what we're going to get out of them. And me personally, I'm going to take the Titans to win and cover this game. It just depends how Will Levis goes because their O-line is probably not the greatest, so it depends how many guys are coming right at him. When there's a lot of guys coming at you, you don't really know what to do, and maybe he's good at pressure, maybe he's not. We'll see. Panthers, Saints, oh man, the two saddest teams in the league, in my opinion. Remember the days of Drew Brees and Cam Newton. Feels like eternity ago. We'll say Saints win, but the Panthers cover. Chargers, Raiders. If you want a game where you just don't know where the fuck's going to happen, watch a Chargers-Raiders game. They're absolutely insanity. You don't know what the hell you're going to get yourself into. So check it out. It could be the most boring game you've ever watched in your life or the fucking most intense game ever. So watch it. I think the Chargers are going to win this one and cover the spread by 3. Broncos, Seahawks. I think the Seahawks take this one pretty easily. And I think they're going to cover their 6-point spread and just straight up beat the Broncos. And this is the 3rd time they've faced in week 1 last 6 years, which is crazy for an AFC and NFC team, honestly. Washington, Tampa Bay. I don't really care about this game too much. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I don't really care. Tampa Bay to win and cover the spread. Dallas versus Cleveland. Unfortunately, I want the Dallas Cowboys to win this week, but unfortunately the Browns defense is just like a god tier team at home. I don't know why, but they're just god tier. And considering the Cowboys got weaker, I'll just take the Browns, even though Deshaun Watson sucks, even though they already admitted they wanted to get rid of Amari Cooper, but whatever. Hopefully Nick Chubb is healthy soon, because that guy is a saint, and I love that dude. But Browns to win 2.5 and to cover the spread. Now the primetime game, Rams versus Lions. This is going to be a banger. Their playoff game last year was really good, and I think this time the Rams are going to take it and actually win the game and cover that spread. +4. And now we got the final game of the week, Jets Niners. You're a damn fool if you're picking the Jets this week. The Niners are going to win +3.5. That is my predictions. Enjoy this week of football, everybody. I'll see you next week, hopefully. Goodbye.